Alright, hello everybody and welcome back once again to another battle report from War Dog Gaming Battle Reports. Bid you all welcome. Okay then guys, then we have finally arrived at the second tournament for this channel. The TNQ, even called the necronomican quest. Okay, since this is game 1 from the tournament, I think it's best that I have a little introduction to the tournament, since it has a couple of special rules. The TNQ, even called the necronomican quest, is a tournament that is located here in Stockholm, Sweden. It has an opening for about 60 attendants, and it ended off with 40 or so since a couple of dropouts because of stomach aches, illness, and other circumstances. You guys know how it is, we are all human, so. Anyway, the special thing about TNQ is that it has a secret objective, and it goes off something like this. Before the beginning of the tournament, you all draw a deck of cards from a bucket, and that is selected randomly. Every deck has 3 cards containing it. And before every game, you have to draw one of those cards as your secret objective and then try to achieve that objective. After the game is set and all vector points has been counted for, you then switch the card that you and your opponent has drawn for the game. And if you complete the secret objective, you add another 3 extra battle points on top of your score. But this won't affect your opponent's score though. So that means that you can achieve more than 20 points, up to maximum of 23 battle points. Okay, so here we have my list for this tournament. And once again, I'm bringing out my rats. I have also done a list tutorial that is here on the channel if you guys want to watch my list more closely. Otherwise, I suggest you just pause now, read all about it, either that or check in my list tutorial. It's up to you guys. Okay then, as always, let's see who our opponent is this time. The music for that intro was Jay Gordon with Slept So Long. Okay then, so once again we are up against the filthy blood-sucking vampires. An army that I prefer not to face when I'm playing the rats. I find them really hard and I always struggle with them. And beforehand, me and this opponent, we are from the same local gaming club, so he's a local and a really good friend of mine also. I really enjoy playing with this guy. And we have actually faced each other before, with the exact same list that we have this time. And that time it ended up with a 14-6 to the rats. But now there are new times and new winds blowing around, so how will it go this time? No, as far as I can remember, I had a great struggle in that game as well, because this list that he brings is just nasty. So let's check it in. He has a vampire count, general with Dead Rise, Strigoi, Ghoul Lord, Shamanism, Wizard Adept, paired weapons, Touch of Greatness, Hypnotic Pendant, and Magical Heirloom. So he's sort of a blender lord with high strength, hatred, poison, pretty high AP, so just a beast. Then he has a necromancer with evocation that has a 4+ ward save and necronomic staff. Also really annoying. He will just stand there in his ghoul block probably and raise whatever I try to kill. And then he has a vampire courtier that is also Strigoi on a flying horror, bat standard bear, banner of the relentless company, true first. So he's a blender lord that has that banner which makes his unit march 15 inches for 1 round. Okay, so that's pretty annoying as well. Then it will be hard to get away from them. Then he has 40 ghouls for the champion. ghouls. Yeah, I just love facing them when I'm going up with the rats. Or not. Then he has 37 skeletons as a skeleton bunker with Legion standard. Then he has 8 direwolves as chaff, 5 spectral hunters as semi-chaff, I would call it. Then 8 vampire spawns and 2 vorkolecs. Okay guys, so what do I think about this? Like I said, I find it really, really hard. Against me, this is just a nightmare. And what is the tactic beforehand? Have the Doomwheels try to kill the Vorkolecs? Well, just at least try. And the Vampire Spawns. Then my Catapults will probably do jack shit this game. Hopefully just throw whatever they can on the ghouls, which will make him have to at least throw dice on raising them. And then have Magic trying to kill the Vorkolecs and the Vampire Spawns and the Spectral Hunters. And have Roger try to go in and either kill skeletons, that's one of the things that he can actually do, kill his chaff, stay a far distance away from the Spectral Hunters, and probably try to combo charge the Vorkolecs with a Doomwheel or something. That will also help. Yeah, anyway, and also just chaff the ghoul block. This block with all the characters and everything in it, just stay away from it. That's the tactic. Okay guys, so let's jump into the battle report and see how it went. Right guys, so here we have the layout of the table, and for starters we are playing counterthrust. So it's all about being 20 inches apart from each other and having 15 inches forward deployment. And then a secondary objective, it is breakthrough. So it's all about getting your scoring units into your opponent's deployment zone. And as secret objective for the little rats, it is to accomplish an 11-inch charge. So you need 11 on dice and you need to accomplish it. I was like, when I saw that objective, I was like, but do I even want to charge him? I don't even know. So, okay. And for his secret objective though, well, I don't think I'm gonna spoil it, and you guys will just have to find out if he reveals it or not in this game. We will see what happens. Okay then, so we had a roll-off, and he won the roll-off on who picks the side. He chose this side, and then I told him that I wanted to start dropping down my units, and then I dropped my Plague Sensor Bears here. He then dropped something, I can't remember what, because, yeah, well, I will tell you soon, but anyway, I dropped 3 units, and then he did so as well. And after that, yeah, guys, I need to, okay, now I need to be a little bit nasty here, and I'm just sorry for all sensitive viewers out there, because I need to tell you this so you get a good understanding on why this happened, well, why my deployment got fucked up like it did. So yeah, and this is not just an excuse. Well, I have to tell you guys this. So okay, we came to the tournament, me and this guy, and he's a good friend of mine, as I told you guys before. We hugged each other and was like, yeah, happy to see you. I'm just so overjoyed. I'm so overjoyed that we are gonna face each other, and yeah. And I was like, yeah, sure, but I really don't want to go up against you vampires. They're so fucking nasty and such. And then we started to, yeah, sit down, chill. We both went to get something to drink, and then when I came back, my stomach started to hurt really, really, really bad. I was like, God damn it, what the hell is this? I was like, fuck, I can't control this. And since it's a tournament, you're pretty sensitive on time. You just have a couple of hours to finish the game. So I told him, I was like, fuck man, this really hurts. I really need to go and visit the bathroom. So fuck it. I just drop everything and then I just placed everything like this, and it's just a big mess, and then ran straight to the toilet. Yeah, because guys, it was a panic, trust me. And then when I came back, I looked at this, was like, what the fuck have I done? What the hell is this? Okay, so, alright, I need to point out a bunch of mistakes here. For starters, what the fuck is Torsten doing down here? What is he supposed to kill with this? It's like, what the hell did I think here? And this, what the hell is this? Oh yeah, it's it's just so many mistakes here. And he has deployed just great. He has done excellent. Okay, guys, so let's see how the deployment is. Alright, I have down here Forsten and his bodyguards, then Fat and Friends with the fat one in it here, then my Plagues and Sibirs on top of the hill, behind them a Doom Wheel, then behind that a Catapult, then next to them some Night Runners, then over here on my left side I have another Doom Wheel, Roger the Rat, some more Plagues and Sibirs, and a Catapult behind them. And that's it. Then for my opponent's deployment, then he has his big ass ghoul block here in the middle with all his characters inside of it. Then he has his vampire spawns here on top of the hill. Next to them, some wolves. Yeah, he's going for a pirate theme on the entire army. If you guys wonder, so everything is underwater and pirates and yeah, all that. So these dolphins and sharks or whatever they are supposed to be his wolves. Yeah, here's a better picture. And next to them, he has a Varkolect, then another Varkolect, then his big skeleton bunker with a big chest inside of it and all that's a treasure chest. And then next to them, his Spectral Hunters, and that is his army. Alright, let's check in some what spells we took. Alright, so for Torsten, he has Hand of Heavens, Mighty Unbeliever, Awakened Swarm, and Cleansing Fire. Yeah, and the fat one has Breath of Corruption. I think this battle will be all about the combat, because I don't see that I will touch him with any magic besides missiles maybe. But the combat is pretty useless in this matchup, so that's it. Then for the sneaky blood-sucking vampires, he has Awaken the Beast, Chilling Howl, Scarification, Arise, and The Dead Arise. And then for his Necromancer, he has Arise, Ancestral Aid, Spectral Blades, Whispers of the Veil, and Evocation of Souls. And that is his spells. Alright guys, let's jump right into it. Turn 1, Rats! Alright then, so this is how the movement went like. I just shimmied everything forward a couple of inches. And that's mainly because Torsten needs to get in range to start, to throw spells on something. And that's it. And also this is after his Vanguards. He has Vanguards on both the Varkologs and the dogs. And that's it. So after this we go into the magic phase. Okay then, so I can't remember exactly what... Yeah, well I can actually. I see that I take the number 7 spell card here. And what I do is that I save as many tokens as I can, and then I throw a couple of spells on his ghouls, kill a couple of ghouls, but yeah, that won't mean anything because he just raise it in the turn after, so I don't do much at all in this turn. So then we go into the shooting phase. And bada bing, bada boom, smack! Like one of the catapults hits his little dolphin wolves or whatever they are. And then one of the dudes opens up on the wolves, dolphins, whatever. And kills a couple of more, so he has 2 wolves left, and that's it. Oh yeah, in the magic phase. This is what happened. I killed a couple of ghouls, but I think I killed 4 storm vermin here, almost more storm vermin than I killed ghouls of him. So it was a great magic phase. Also, I got first spell that I threw was 3 ones, I think it was. And the second spell was a miscast, killing storm vermin, and the third spell was a fail. So, yeah, great start. Yeah, it's going great so far. Both the stomach and now my dice and everything else. It's like, yay! Yeah, here we can see some of the casualties. Alright. Oh yeah, sorry, I need to rewind a little bit. The movement, Roger just bounced into the wall here. My Plague Sensibilities just shuffled here to the wall as well. I don't know at all what I'm doing here, to be honest. And then the Doom will shuffle here also. I was afraid, well, one of the options was to go up and challenge his Varkolect with the Doom Wheel, but the thing is, if I don't burst him off with my lightnings, then yeah, that might just go horribly. So I didn't want to do that. Instead, we just put him here instead. Then we went into to the shooting phase, and both the doom wheel and the catapults and well, everything else hit the dolphins, whatever you wanna call it, and killed off 6 of them. So yeah, that's alright. It 2 dolphins or whatever left, and then we go off to vampires turn 1. Okay, so this is how it looks before vampire turn 1. This is after his movement. He had no charges, but what he did though was that he popped the relentless banner company, the company, the banner of relentless company. That it is so hard, and marched 15 inches straight for me. I was like, okay, given 0 fucks in the world. It was like, he's not threatened at all by me, so. Okay, and after that, he jumps forward with the vampire spawns, and then both warlocks surrounds me here on my left flank. So yeah, and then also the dogs or dolphins, whatever, pushes forward to threaten my catapults. So yeah, he's threatening me hard right now. And then after this, we go into his magic phase, and his magic phase is all about raising the the ghouls. So even more of that crap. Also worth noting is that he buffed his ghoul unit with Awaken the Beast, +1 in strength. And that's about it. Then off to rats! Turn 2. Okay guys, so here I debated for maybe 10, 15, maybe even 20 minutes on what to do. This is really a sticky situation. It's like, shall I stay or shall I go now? The one question that I have in mind here is like, will this be enough? Will this be enough to kill this unit? I'm not certain at all about it. I think actually he will win this. So, yeah. But we do one charge though. We take the Doom Wheel and then charges his wolves. Because what he has done here is that he has given me the not so easy, but he has given me an option to actually flank his vampire spawns with the Doom Wheel if I can accomplish the overrun, which is a 10 on Swiss Ride. But, well, we do it like this. Smack. That's what we do. So we charge the Doom Wheel, and after that we take Roger and try to go into his Varkalect, which we fails with maybe an inch or 2 at most shy. And after that we chef his ghoul block with our Night Runners, and then we yeah, it just goes up with the Doom Wheel here and looks at him with everything else. But what the thing is that we need to shoot his vampire spawns to soften them up before maybe the second Doom Wheel can go into his flank. That's what I'm hoping for at least. So this is what we did in the moment. And also Torsten goes up here to threaten him on the flank. He needs to get in range to start shooting at stuff. And that's it. So off the magic. Maybe we want to see a little nice close-up here in the middle. And also here we can see that he has both Scarification and Awaken the Beast up on the ghouls. Alright, so magic, we get the number 6 spell card. And what we do is that we first start by throwing Smite the Unbeliever on the nasty vampire spawns. And I think he tried to dispel it, but it goes off anyway. And after that we throw a Hand of Heaven on them, which he lets go. And we do 4 wounds on the nasty vampire spawns. And after that we do an Awakened Rat on them as well. But that one he dispels though. So yeah, but I'm pretty successful magic phase anyway. And then we go to the shooting phase. And what we do is that the Doom Wheel on top of the hill over there on the right loadens up and does 8 wounds to that vampire spawn unit. So hell yeah! But that's about it. I think maybe one of the catapults hits the ghouls and kills a bunch of them. Well, not a bunch, a couple of them, but it doesn't matter. You guys know it, he will just raise them anyway. And this Doom Wheel is in combat. So then we go into the combat phase and it's It's just pathetic. We go in and we do one impact hit and kills one dog, and then we go before him and rolls 1, 2, 1 on the lightning. And guys, if you have watched my bad reports by now, you should know that those fucking duels, it's like, what the hell is this? And even that, more salt on top of the wounds. This fucking wolf that is left goes back, hits me, wounds me, and I don't save it. So he does one wound to me. You can see it here. It's like, what the fuck was that? Oh yeah. And then I do the overrun, and it's like a pathetic 3 or 4. So it's like, yeah, okay, fuck this duel, man. Go do whatever. Okay, so with that said, it's off to vampires. Turn 2. Right, sneaky vampires. They shuffle around a bit, but he takes his Vorkulak and charges Roger the rat. Then he goes around with the Vorkulak here, trying to, I think, maybe chaff me or so. Yeah, that's it. And then he also charges his ghouls into my Night Runners, blocking him. So that will mean no more Night Runners, probably. And also he does a long charge with whatever they're called, the Spectral Hunters, into my Plague Sensibiers. And yeah, that's it. But he fails that, of course. And yeah, that's it. Then we go into his magic phase. And he gets the number 8 spell card, which we even have a close-up of here. Okay, so what he does is that he buffs his ghouls with spectral blades. So what is that? Reroll to wound? I think it's reroll to wound or reroll to hit. Spectral blades anyway, and then he raises a vampire spawn, but I think I stopped the rest. So, but decent magic phase for him. And then we go into his combat phase, and he just totally eradicates my Night Runners before they even get to go, because yeah, he has 2 vampires in contact here. So bye bye, Night Runners. And then we go into this combat, and I thought this was a great matchup for Roger, but he goes in and he strikes before me because he on the charge he has agility 5, I have agility 4, and he does 4 wounds with his 5 attacks, hits with everything I think it is, and then wounds with 4 of them, and I regen save none. It's like, what the fuck is happening? And then I go back, I think I rolled 13 on the number of attacks, and like I think I hit with 2, 3, maybe 4, let's say 4. And I wound 2 of them, that I remember though. I wound him with 2 of my, with all my 13 attacks. Like hitting on 4s, wounding on 3s, and I do 2 wounds. And you know what? He regen saves both of them. It's like, okay, yeah, sure. But I roll this on my stubborn check, so I stick there anyway. Well, that's that's at least something, but I thought this was like a great match of Roy. I was like, come on, we have almost exact same stats. Yes, 4 wounds though. Yeah, I think it's 4 wounds with regen save 4+, and strength 6, toughness 5. I have strength 6, toughness 5, but 3d6 attacks, and I have also 4+ regen and 6 wounds. It's like, this shouldn't even be an even match, to be honest. Like, what the hell? Yeah, sickening. Okay, anyway, so rats turn 3. So we continue the chef fest. Yeah, that's it. And then we just rolls around with the doom wheel and goes up with the other doom wheel to look at his vampire spawns, because those fuckers need to die. And then we take the Plague Sensibiers and try for that 11-inch charge on his Spectral Blades, because we need to get that objective somehow, that is a secret objective. And yeah, of course we fail it, because yeah, this is definitely my game. Or not. So after that we go into the magic phase. Sorry, I just need to rewind, because I need to show you guys a little sneaky tactic that I have done before, but I wanted to show you guys. When I shafted him with the Night Runners, I then gave him my rear here with the Plague Sensibiers, just to make sure that they won't get frenzy baited somehow, because you never know what, even though that they will probably have a 9 rerollable, you don't want to waste dice trying to frenzy check them. So just a little hint or tip for you guys out there that have a lot of frenzy units. Okay, so off to the magic phase then, like I said. Okay, so what we do is that we lower the toughness on his ghouls with Smite the Unbeliever. And then we throw a bunch of other spells, but either we fail them or he dispels them. We do nothing more than that. So then we go into the shooting phase, and both Doom Wheels opens up on his vampire spawns again, and kills off 2 more. So yeah, well, this is at least going decent so far. But I think I should have done more actually. It's 6 shots, hits on 4s, wounds on 3s or 2 since I buffed them both. And then I had 2 lightning strikes, 2 d6 strength 4, which is, I think I should have actually eradicated this unit, but I didn't. So a little bit disappointed here actually. But anyway, and then we go into the catapults. I think one of them hits the ghouls, kills a bunch of them. Not many, but well, some. So at least it's something. And then we go into the combat phase. And remember, it looked like this, and we strike at the same time now, and I let him strike me first. He goes in and does 2 wounds, and with all his attacks, and then I need to regen save some of them, so I have 4 plus regen, and do you think I make it, guys? Oh, fucking course not. So out of 6 possible wounds, I fail them all. What the hell is this? And then I swing back, and with all my attacks, I think I roll a 10 or 11 or so, I do 1 wound. 1 fucking wound on him. Okay, yeah, because yeah, just one of those great games once again. So after this, we go into Vampires turn 3. And the first thing he does is he takes his ghouls and charges my Plague Sensibiers. Poor little Sensibiers. Then he also tries to charge them with his Vampire Spawns, I think. Actually, I need to take that back. What the Vampire Spawns tried to do was to actually charge my catapult down here. And he fails that charge. No. Okay, what am I saying? I need to rewind that also. No, the Vampire Spawns doesn't charge at all. Sorry, guys. But the Varkalux here does, though. He charges my Plank Sensibiers flank, so that means no more chef at all this game, so fuck that. So what he did in the movement is that he flew off the Vampire Spawns down here, and now I have spoiled a little bit. I will tell you guys all about it soon. And then we go into his magic phase. I don't think he got off so many buffs this round actually. He tried for some... he tried to raise the Vampire Spawns but failed with them both because it dispelled both of them. And then he did some... I think he failed whatever boss he wanted to do then so it was a terrible magic phase for him. But he totally eradicated my Plague Sensibiers anyway, and then he just hides here behind the hill. And then he also eradicated my Plague Sensibiers on the left flank with his Varkalux. So after that we go into Rats turn 4. Alright, so in Rats turn 4 we move up the catapult here. Getting ready to shaft his ghouls with whatever left we have. Because that's all what they are good for in this matchup, to be honest. Then we just re-angle the Doom Wheels to look at his Vampire Spawns because they need to die. And well, then we go into the magic phase. The magic phase is just a disaster. I get the number 5 spell card and I do absolutely jack shit. I think maybe I kill a Vampire Spawn or so. And then we opens up with the Doom. No, actually, I think it's actually from only spells that I kill Vampire Spawns this round. And then Doom Whiz opens up and just misses with everything. All 6 shots misses and no lightning, no nothing. This is just from spells that I do damage on the Vampire Spawns. And so then we have no combat, so we go off to Vampires turn 4. And what he does is that he, those remaining Vampire Spawns, charges the red Doom Wheel. The Varkaluk does a 17-inch charge to my green Doom Wheel, and of course he hits it. This is a 9 or 10 on Swiss Stride, the Vampire Spawns here also. Well, it's a 9 actually, because it's 18 inches away from him. And then the warlock here goes and kills my catapult down here. It has just realigned after killing my plague sensible. So yeah, it's just going great, isn't it? It's like, what the hell is this? Best game ever. Yeah. Yeah, also worth mentioning, in my previous turn, I just re-angled my big blocks here to start. I need to think about the objective at all times also. It's all about getting the breakthrough objective. So. And he has done the same. He re-angles his ghouls because he sees what I'm doing, so he's heading for the objective as well. And he also goes up with the skeletons here. And his spectral hunters are coming forward here this way as well. So yeah, what can I say? Just a great game, isn't it? Okay, so then we go into his magic phase, and what he does is buffs his unit, tries to respawn more vampire spawns, but I keep on dispelling all the arise or whatever it's called, and yeah, he keeps on buffing whatever. I think he buffed the Varkulak this turn actually. Then we go into his combat phase, and the Varkulak goes in and does 4 wounds to the Doomwheel. And then I'm thinking to myself, okay, well, that's not all that bad. I go in, I go back, hit some freeze, wound some freeze, and do D3 wounds. So I hit him like 2 times, wound him 2 times, but the motherfucker does 2 more regen saves. It's like, what the hell is this? It's like, what the fuck? Can you die already? And then we do our grinds, and they just bounce off him, and that means that the Doomwheel fails this combat, and I think I needed a Snake Eyes to stick, and well, we fail that of course, and we flees, and he pursues, but he doesn't catch me. And then we go up here with the vampire spawns. He goes in, hits before me, does couple of wounds to me. Actually, no, he doesn't do a couple of wounds to me. He destroys me before I even get to go. So he kills me before I even get to go with 7 attacks, hitting me everything, wounded with everything almost. It's like, okay, yeah, great game. So here we have them. And also, the Varkulak just went in and totally destroyed my catapult. But these guys, come on, like, I have thrown so many spells, so many Doomwheel shots, everything that I have on this unit, and it's still alive. So yeah, that's what I do. Fuck those guys.
No one.
So yeah, I'm feeling great. I'm not pissed off at all. Yeah, not. Okay, so then we go into Rats turn 5, and this is what we do. We actually don't fear the Warlock so much. We should actually kill him with the entire unit here, I think. And yeah, that's it. And then the Plague Monks start to head off to his deployment zone. I have measured here where it starts, and also here for Storm Vermin. So it's all about just going into the deployment zone in turn 6. And then we rally the Doomwheel actually. That's what we do. So we rally the Doomwheel and heads off forward with whatever we have left. After that, we throw all what we have in spells on this Varkulak. We get off an Awaken the Rat on him and does 2 or 3 wounds to him. I think he regen saves, let's see now. It looks like everything once again, so that's, let's see now, 7 out of 7, 4 plus regens done. After that we do Hand of Heaven. He dispels the Hand of Heaven, and then we don't do so much more, so that's it. And well, we have no shooting. The catapult doesn't have anything to shoot at, so yeah, that's it. Well, we could have shot at his skeletons, but yeah, whatever. Okay, so then we go into his turn 5, Vampire Counts, turn 5. And this is what he does. He re-angles his stuff to look at my catapults. That's it. And he comes up with everything. And then also he goes up with the Varkulak, trying to shaft me here, it seems like. I don't know exactly what he's doing, but he doesn't fear my Doomwheel at all, apparently. And then also he goes up with his characters here on top of the hill. So okay, after that we go into his magic phase and he respawns a crap ton of vampire spawns and I can't dispel it, so yeah, good for him. Right now the only points that I have is killing his dolphins. That's it. I have nothing else. Okay, so after that we go into the final turn of the rats. Rats turn 6. And this is what we do. We just marches up forward full steam ahead with the plague sensibiers, the plague monks and the fat one. And then we re-angle also my storm vermin and Torsten and his bodyguards, and just goes into his whatever it's called, his deployment. So then we go into the magic phase, and it's all about trying to kill this fucking war collect. We shoot him with the doom wheels. I think we hit one time maybe and wounded maybe one time, but he regen saved that again, so that's 10 out of 10 regen saves. And then we did like a hand of heaven. We threw all our spells that we had on this motherfucker, and we did like one wound. So let's see now. No, actually he has failed one regen save. So out of I think 12 or 13 regen saves, he has failed one on this guy and one on the other. So out of 13 4+ regen saves, he has failed 2. It's like, okay, yeah. I wonder what he has done to his dice. That's my question. Okay, so that's it. Turn 6. My last turn, I have killed his dolphins. That's it, and I failed my secret objective. But what I have done is claimed the breakthrough, though. What he does is he charges my doom wheel, goes in, kills it, his final turn, and then just goes in with his vampires here, kills my catapult. That's it. Then the game ends here. So what he has killed of me is basically everything besides my 2 blocks, which all my points is in, of course, though. So, but that is 2 Doomies, 2 catapults, Roger the fucking useless rat, and both my plague sensibilities and my night runners. So, all right, let's look at, and what I kill of him is his dolphins. So, but we both claimed the objective because he re-angled the ghouls in his final turn and went down, claimed it, and the skeletons just passed it with a 4-inch move, and they just barely touched the deployment. So we were even on the objective, so at least that's something. So now let's look at the score. This is the score and how it ended up like. So it ended up as 6-14 to the filthiest blood-sucking vampire alive. So congratulations to that mother effer. Yeah, well played, sir. Well played. And also, I never told you guys, but what his secret objective was to kill Roger. Roger the fucktard, so congrats to that. He sure made an example out of Roger. Yeah, but honestly, guys, I think, don't you agree? Shouldn't Roger just destroy that war collect? Yeah. But anyway, guys, yeah, you can end it here, unless I just want to show you guys the start picture and talk about my deployment a little bit. Just want to share some quick thoughts here on the game in general. For starters, it isn't an excuse, trust me guys when I say this, but I was feeling really bad this morning. My stomach was totally, it was just crashing down. So, and that's not an excuse. You just have those games sometimes. You just have those days sometimes. This doesn't have to do anything with this game. It's just one of those days. This morning really sucked bad. But after that, I think I recuperated decently in this game with how I played it. I didn't play awful, but the deployment really fucked me hard, that's for sure. And with this deployment, I think I did what I could do as good as I could. Otherwise, a big thank you to my opponent, as always. More than a great guy, he's just a blast to play with. Always smiling, always happy, always laughing. It's just a pure joy to play with him. So yeah, anyway guys, if you have enjoyed my content so far, then and haven't subscribed already, then I suggest it's time to do so. Feel free to subscribe to the channel, and guys, if you like this video, then please press the like button. Otherwise guys, as always, Have a good one, everybody, and until we see each other the next time, peace.